So guys, today's question is sort matrix by diagonals. Okay, so you are given a matrix, upper diagonals you have to sort in increasing orders, and below diagonals including middle one you have to sort in non-decreasing order. Okay, so let's understand the question. So you are given a n cross n matrix, that is this matrix, and the upper diagonals are, you have to sort this in increasing order, and the lower diagonals including middle one you have to sort in non-decreasing order. Okay, so first diagonal list was 3, the second diagonal list was 7 2, the third diagonal list was 1 8 6, fourth and fifth was 9 5 and 4. These are the diagonal list. Okay, and in this kind of problem there is a trick. Okay, so if the diagonals are in this way, okay, so you have to consider I plus j. Okay, but you just need to understand the trick. Okay, I plus I and j, if the diagonals are in these shapes, so you have to write plus. Okay, but if the diagonals are like this, that we have to solve in the question, so you can minus it. Okay, I minus j. So let's see how we are going to do it for our first row and column. Okay, so what is the value of I and j? I and j, the value of I and j is 0. For this, for 7 the I minus j is -1. For 3, 0 minus 2 is -2. For this the I minus j was 1. This for 0, this is -1. Okay, 2 minus 0 is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, then 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay, so you can see, if we want these diagonal lists, this diagonal list, this diagonal list, and this diagonal list, and this diagonal list, somehow we can map this. Okay, so let's you can see that for 3 -2 was the key. Okay, for 7 and 2 -1 was the key. For 1 8 6 0 was the key. 1 and 2, these are the keys. Okay, that we can map. Okay, so you can say which data structure we can use map for, because -2 -1 0, these are the keys and these are the array list. Okay, for every key we can map the list. Okay, so that we can do. Okay, so we can just traverse on our grid and we can find the I minus j value, and for that we can store 3 7 2 1 8 6 9 5 and 4. Okay, we have to create a map of integer and array list. Okay, now let's see, you have to observe something. Okay, for upper diagonals we have to sort this list in increasing order. Okay, so the key value, okay, these are the keys values. Okay, the key values which are less than 0 are, we have to sort in increasing order. Okay, so we can just traverse on these uh, key set, and if the key value was less than 0 we can sort this array list in increasing order. Okay, increasing order, and if the key was not, if greater than equal to 0, then we have to sort this array list in decreasing order. Okay, so we just loop on this key set, map set in keys, and if the value was less than 0 we can sort this in elements in increasing order. So these values become, for this is already sorted, for 7 and 2 this is less than 0, then we have to sort it in increasing order. So after sorting this will become 2 and 7. Okay, 2 and 7. Okay, for next, this is not less than 0, so we have to sorting in decreasing order. Okay, after sorting decreasing order, 8 6 1 was the answer. 8 6 and 1. Okay, for this we have to sort in non-decreasing order, so 9 5 becomes 9 5, this is already sorted. Okay, this is 2, this is greater than equal to 0, so we have to sort in non-decreasing order, this is already non-decreasing order. Okay, so after that we can just go on our loop grid, and we can find our key value for 0. What is the element here? 8. Okay, so we get the array list, we can take our first element and write it here. Okay, and next time when we go and reach to this index 1 comma 1, the value of I and j is 0. For that we need 6. Okay, how? So this is the second element, but if we delete 8 first, then we can get 6. Okay, so when we came here, we write 8 here. Okay, we write 8 here and then delete it. Okay, when we come over this index we get 0. So for 0 this is the array list. Okay, we can take 6 and delete it. We can write 6 here, then we can go here 0. This is the array list. We can take 1, delete it and write it here. Okay, this is our basic approach. Okay, we can just traverse on all grid, and what is the key we get according to the list, and we just have to put first element and then delete it. This is our approach. Okay, the main trick was I minus j. Okay, so to create every diagonal list there is same I minus j value. Okay, so you can create the map. So let's write the code. So first we need to create initialize the value as n and j. Create dot length m was grade of 0 dot, then this is the rows and column value. Okay, then we need to create our map. Okay, this map is of array list of integer equal to new hash map, right? Now we can traverse on our grid I less than n, I plus plus, for int j equal to j less than m, j plus plus. Okay, and we have to find our key value. Okay, key is nothing but I minus j. Okay, so if we map dot contains, if in our map if we don't have any key exist, so we have to put array list. Okay, so if the key doesn't exist then we have to put key and new array list. Okay, when we put new array list, after putting that array list we have to map dot get that array list and then add our element. Okay, that is nothing but grid of I and j, right? uh, okay, so after that we need to traverse on our key set. Okay, key map dot key set. So if our key value was less than 0, so we need to take that array list. Let's say this is a list and this is map dot get key. Okay, so when we get the key, so we have to sort this in increasing